Hey there, Miranda Mathewson here, and I am all set to dish out one of my 10-minute glute workouts for you. No equipment necessary, just you, your bod, a mat if you want it. Let's go! So we're all set to start. I am putting the timer on. We're gonna do a little 30-second warm-up first. So here we go. We're gonna start in a plank, and you're just going to, keeping your abs in, you wanna kick your butt, and then the left leg. So keep alternating. So what you don't wanna have happen is this. This happens a lot when we try to work our glutes. So don't let your low back drop. Keep your belly pulling up and shoulders over the wrists. You're almost done. Now, we're just gonna take the knees down, forearms down, press that right leg up, and you're just gonna lift and lift. Try to keep the big toe pointing straight down. So you don't wanna let the leg turn out. Keep the hips pointing down, the big toe pointing down. And you wanna keep an eye here. So the belly pulls up to the spine, the low back stays nice and straight. We're halfway there, and it's such a little move. So you're just barely lifting your thigh bone up, moving it around in the hip socket there. We're so close. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, without really taking a break, you're just going to come up onto your hands and knees and circle the right leg in the hip socket. So you're lifting up out of that left hip. The tendency is to lean way over to the left, but don't let that happen to you. Stay as centered as possible. So this is core work too. You've got to use your core in order to keep from doing a big hula dance here. Husband calls, middle of workout. How many times does that happen? I know I'm not the only one there. Too funny. What do you want to bet he calls again? So we're going to stick with the right leg for the entire first round. We have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and so you're going to lay down on your left side, all the way down, like your armpit down, and left leg on a slight angle forward. You're going to kick the right leg forward and point it back. Kick it front and point it back. And feel how you have to use your core in order to keep yourself from falling over. So you want everything to stay in the same place. The leg goes a little bit behind, but you want to keep your torso in the same place. That's what I meant by everything stays in the same place. Because that didn't make any sense. Your torso stays strong and stable in the same place. Left leg is an anchor, so it's pressing down into the ground. Kick and back. After this one, we're going to start over with the left leg. So it's those little pulses. You come onto your forearm, press the left leg out, pull your belly up, flex the foot, and just tiny, tiny, tiny little pulses there, with your main focus being here. So, and here. So again, this just happens before we know it. We dump it in the low back. So that's where your focus needs to be to get the most out of this and to not hurt your low back, which would be counterproductive. Lifting up out of that right hip this time, hips pointing down, big toe pointing slightly in towards the center line of your body. We're getting there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, and knee. Circle that hip. Staying as centered as you can. I know the temptation is to lean over to the right, but don't do it. Stay as lifted as possible. Also, you don't need to lock out your elbows. You don't want to. There's no reason to lock them out and put weight on them. Just wears out those elbows, so keep them a little bit bent. And then those muscles get a little bit of work too, through the arm. Well, I feel this more than the other side. What about you? Par for the course. Circle, circle, without doing a hula dance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna lay it on down, armpit to the floor, right leg a little bit front, and kick that left leg, point it back. Kick, so you're not gonna bring it way back. There's my foot. You just wanna go as far back as you can without letting your low back arch. Kick it, and point it, kick it, and kick it. Abs pulling in. That right leg is a stabilizer, pressing down into the ground. Ooh, I matched my mat. Just noticed. Totally not on purpose. Teal is my favorite color, though, so it's not like a big surprise there. Next round, we're gonna split everything in half. So, you're back onto your forearms, pull your belly in, right leg pumps up for 30 seconds. Pull that belly in, keep those hips level. We have 10 more seconds here. And up onto your knees, circle, circle. Keeping that hula dancing to a minimum. 15 seconds, and then we'll do the other leg straight away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're here, so we're gonna go straight to the other side. Pulse, little pulses. Tiny, teeny tiny. Keeping your low back stable. I know I said it already 50 times. We'll see if I can squeeze in 50 more. 10 seconds left here. And onto your hands, circle. Woo, really good for the hips, both hips actually. Your right hip is acting as a stabilizer while your left hip gets its little massage. After this one, we're gonna come down on the left side to lift the right leg. We'll do 30 seconds of kicks on the right leg. Here we go. Getting into it. All right, armpit down, leg forward, kick it. Ten seconds left on this side. And then we're gonna do a quick-o change-o to the other side. 3, 2, 1, whee! Other side. Right leg is a stabilizer. Kick it. Don't kick yourself. Abs pulling in. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Now we just have a 30-second stretch, bringing it on down. So right foot flexed on top of the left thigh, rock it out a little bit, digging into the hips. So if you want more of this awesome goodness, then I will link to the other 10-minute glute workouts. If you need more glutes, I will also link to my 5-minute cardio bursts. I think they're a great, thing to match up with the glutes and cardio, good stuff. So I will link to the cardio workouts as well. We are all done here. I will link to my 10-minute core workouts as well, because those are always fun to do with glutes too. So that's all under the little eye in the corner. Have fun with that, and I will see you for the next workout. Bye for now. Thank you so much for working out with me. Now before you go, make sure to sign on up for my free online class that will teach you how to create any healthy habit and to make it stick so you never end up at square one again. MirandaMatthewson.com/habits. I will see you in the class.